Yo, 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 what it do, what it do? It's the 1, 2, 3 review, and we back again with another action figure unboxing slash review. But this time, it isn't a wrestling figure. No. Today, we have a special treat because the source material for this figure is what really got me full on into Batman, which is the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse series Batman from the Arkham Asylum video game. So to preface, Arkham Asylum was one of the first games I played when I got a PS3 for my 9th birthday. Up to that point, I was just playing Tony Hawk on the GameCube, so this was one of the first games that blew my mind on how games could be literal art. I went from this,
Or do I want Paulie, Wheels of Fury Ryan, the 10-year-old skating madman? No more grinding on wood chippers, huh, Paulie?
That's right, baby.
to this.
Stranger, you're always welcome here. Gotta say, it's good to be back.
You okay?
He surrendered almost without a fight. I don't like it.
At least he's back where he belongs.
So I guess you can say it holds some sentimental value. And once I heard that McFarlane Toys were doing Batman figures based on the Arkham games, I was so hyped. But unfortunately, when it came out, I couldn't find them anywhere in my area. All that were available were the Hellbat figures and a few Deadshots, which are great figures, but I had no urge to pick them up. No need in spending extra money on figures I don't really want in the first place during a global pandemic. Anyways, moving on, knowing what you know now, you'd be surprised to hear that I'm opening this up. I'm gonna let it breathe. But if you look at the box, it has a few dings, the hang tab is messed up, and also the figure is posed a bit questionably in the box. As you can see, the abs are already twisted and the knees are hilariously pointing at each other as if the Dark Knight is seconds away from pissing himself.
What are you doing? Wait! Stop recording!
Anyways, taking a closer look at the box, it comes with 4 accessories and a collectible trading card, which, as Walt Flanagan from the Comic Book Event said, a scam! A dirty scam! And no offense to those who collect trading cards, but there isn't really a cool way to display them, and specifically because of how small they are. And being one of the being one of the selling points for this figure, it's a cool feature, but not something to awe over, you know? And as for this specific figure, it comes really just a portrait of Batman from Arkham Asylum. So again, moving forward, I believe this is what the card is scaled. I believe this is what the card is, but it's just scaled up. And here are the other figures in the line, including Joker from Arkham Asylum, which I want to get if I could find him, you know. I think I can get him on Amazon, but I don't know. I don't like Amazon. I like going in person, you know, finding it out, scoping it out, and then unboxing it there. But, I mean, Amazon's a good, you know, especially during this pandemic, I feel like it'd be better. Anyways, and then you have the 2 Wonder Whammons from the Patty Jenkins films, and DC Comics 1000's Batman, and lastly, the Superman from the animated series. Now, hot take alert, but I prefer the Spider-Man animated series. I don't know, I never really got into Superman, because how OP he is, and I know this sounds very rich coming from a person who actually loves Dragon Ball Z, and Goku is basically Superman. They're basically the same. I don't know, man. Let's take a closer look and remove Batman from his plastic and cardboard cell. Okay, here I have my knife, my X-Acto knife. It is a bit dingy, as you can see, but shall I open it from the bottom or the top? I think the bottom will be better because I can just flip it open and reseal it if I wanted to. But don't reseal. Don't repack and resell, because that's dingy. It's a scummy move. Now let's cut this open and... Oh God, this is so hard. What the hell? These people make... Oh, what the hell? Did it go back inside? Let me try this again. But, oh my God. Jeez, okay. These reviewers make these X-Acto knives seem so freaking easy, but look at that. Okay, there you go. Yay, I did it. I finally did it. I'm 20 years old and I now know how to use an X-Acto knife. So I'm just gonna open this up and see what is inside. Ooh, what was that? Cardboard backing. I've never really seen cardboard backing from figures. Usually they just have a paper backing. Nice quality control. And there it is in all of its glory. Can't wait to see further into this figure. Now, starting off with the accessories, the first is the grapnel gun, which first off, I just want to say this is a super well detailed and painted accessory. Just look at the metal paintings. There's scuffs on it. It looks like it's actually been used, and like even that little glitter effect when the light hits it, it looks really good. I'm too used to these shitty accessories that come with wrestling figures and how low detailed and low polyed they are. Just look at this accessory. I'm kind of like salivating over it. Wow, it looks so good. Now I'm trying to take these. Jeez, these are hard to get out. They're like stuck in these plastic shelves. Gosh, these are difficult. I don't want to break them, but here is the Batman Batarang, the opened and the closed. Some people were complaining that, oh, how come it should have been articulated? But I feel like if it was articulated, there'd be more of an option for it to break and snap. So I'm glad they came with both the open and the closed separately if I wanted to display each other. But again, the detail and the painting on this is absolutely immaculate. You can even see when the light shines on it, has the same glitter effect, and it's a little bit distressed, as you can see, because it's actually been used, like it's been thrown against a wall or against a trigger to open a gate or something. But yeah, I'm still blown away. These edges aren't pointy. They're pointy, but they're not going to cut you open. And next we have, which I believe is the explosive gel canister. I'm not too sure. The website itself calls it like a bomb canister, so I'm not too sure. You see the yellow painting spots of each individual glue explosive bomb thing and all that stuff. It's also ridged down the middle. So again, the detail on these little tiny accessories is so immaculate. Look at it compared to my finger. It's like, it's tiny, and you can't really put them anywhere. So it's like, well, they're putting all this detail in for not much reward, but you know, us collectors really care about these little details. And before I forget, I guess you can say this is the last accessory, but it comes with a display stand, which I'm not too used to. Most NECA figures don't really come with any display stands, and this is the collectible trading card that is not tape, but plastic sealed on the backing, trying not to really destroy the integrity of this box, just for, I don't know, for OCD reasons, I don't know. But yeah, here's the card. And I was correct, it literally was just a portrait of Batman. But I mean, it's still a good portrait. I mean, nothing to take away from it. But it looks nice. I like the gradient gray in the as a background. And on the back, it's just his stats, which is pretty cool. The source material, where it comes from, his name, his height, his weight, and a little description, biography of what he is. I'll keep it down there. You can pause to read if you want to read the full thing. It's known as a data file, I guess. But what surprised me most was that this isn't a normal trading card. This is like a thick, with 3 C's cardboard on there. Like, I'm used to playing normal trading cards, but this is not a normal trading card, which is really cool. Now, taking a closer look at the actual figure itself, if you can see, there's a few like dings on his chin. Let me focus this a bit. Yeah, there's a few dings on his chin, but I'll just, patch it up to, oh, he's a battle damaged Batman because it's been a long night at the Arkham Asylum. But yeah, again, the painting and the molding and the face sculpt, everything is so good. Of course, there's going to be a few mishaps here around the paint or on the cowl itself, but looking further into the actual gauntlet itself, again, it has that, glittery metal effect, and it also looks like it's been used, like he's been actually slamming people in the face with it. And these are a bit, they came warped when I opened them in the box. And the utility belt itself is also detailed with that glittery effect, and there's also dark shadings. There's further details in the actual utility belts, which is really cool because I like when people put effort. But the only thing I don't like is that it's not really usable. Like, let me try to put this. Like, I can't really put anything in the actual utility belt, which sucks. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. But looking further into it, I like how like the bat symbol itself is like embroidered on his chest. Like, it's not just painted over. It's an actual separate piece of plastic that they put attached to, or it's a part of the mold itself, which I appreciate a lot. But yeah, look at the different webbings on the ribs itself. they're all textured, different textures. You know, it looks like a solid ass costume, sorry if I swear, but this is a really cool figure. I'm actually really surprised. For the price point itself, it's definitely worth it, but jeez, let me just appreciate. You can even see his beautiful eyes, his beautiful blue eyes. Anyways, let's move forward onto different things. Now, taking a closer look at the cape itself, it is in a different sheen. It has a more of a glossy effect. I like the ripples, and see that's also textured as well here. Like, it looks like an actual cloth or something that can be used to suspend the Dark Knight himself from falling to his near death. And I like, it kind of looks like a hoodie a little bit, like that ripple effect. I really like the different details and textures within the cape. And it's also made with like a rubbery plastic type material, so it is still, you know, movable and moldable, but it's not gonna, like, if I like literally just place it like that, the cape itself can hold up the Dark Knight. But that is the willpower of a super cape. You know, you can't have no silly piece of plastic holding you up. You need that real superhero cape material, which I believe this comes with. Okay, now taking a look at the articulation. This box claims that it has 22 points of articulation, and first I wanted to say, if you saw it standing there, it looked a bit weird. Like, I don't know if that's just my figure, if like the joints are warped or something, but it doesn't stand too good. But that can be adjusted with just the different positions. But now, taking a look at the articulation, there is a swivel, it is a pegged head sculpt, so you can smooth it left and right, up and down. And so you can have him looking up at the bat symbol, or you can have him brooding down at the Gotham City below. And next there is a shoulder peg ball joint, I believe, which is good. It was really cool. It reminds me of my old UFC figures, but it doesn't really make sense because the cape limits the articulation. So as well, you can see there is a pegged shoulder joint which can move up and down, so you can have him doing like a little clothesline T-pose, and you can have him swooping down. Woo, woo. I don't know, man. Anyways, there's also a bicep swivel, so you can twist it back and forth like that. It's a bit stiff, but obviously it's a new figure, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult in the beginning, which is pretty cool. Then there is a elbow joint, so it can move back and forth. Oh, that was a crack right there, god dang. So it is a bit stiff, but you know, the more times you use it, the less it'll more loosen up. There's also a wrist. There's a ball joint on the wrist connecting it to the fist, so you can move it up and down, swivel it around, do the hokey pokey, and turn yourself around. Anyways, I like that glossy effect too on the gloves itself. That's pretty nice. There is also, as I said, there is an ab crunch and swivel, so it can ab crunch up and down, as well as swivel around, make them do a little shimmy. There's also a peg joint connecting the thigh, the leg. It can move up and down, left and right. It can also do rotations, as well as a double jointed knee joint, so you can have it. Let me see if I can try. You can have it bending all the way in. Let me see. I think, does that go all the way? I think that now I can. Anyways, so the foot is also connected to a ball joint, so you can have a lot of range of motion. But for some reason, I don't know if I'm freaking out, but like, it looks weird. Like, it's not really connected to the oh, and there's also a toe joint. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it doesn't look like it's connected to the kick pads itself. I wish it was just one of a modern. That's pretty fun to play with. I wish it was just connected to it and have a swivel going up and down. I really don't care for a thing like that. But anyways, that is the articulation. Next time we'll be going into further details about this figure. Okay, and I just wanted to say again that my figure came with these little bat things. I don't know, you have to be really careful with them because they are very thin plastic and they're very easy to move, which isn't that big of an issue. But see, when I want to put things in, let me try these things. You find yourself pushing against like that, and which is not. I don't know why that second hand wouldn't, or that first hand wouldn't accept the accessories. That first hand doesn't really seem like, the right hand doesn't really seem fit for any accessories that I could fit into it. But there's a bomb canister in his hand if you want to, you know, take photos with that. Let me try the Batarang. Easily fits in. Yeah, the left hand is really easy to put accessories in, but for some reason that right hand is giving me a lot of issues for some reason. But yeah, look at that. Oof. Very nice, very nice. And here is finally the grapnel gun. See, let me try to put this in. Try to put this in here. See, yeah, it's not even fitting in. So all the accessories I have to put in the left hand, which kind of sucks. And see, look, when I try to push it in, it like pushes against those little metal things. So it kind of gets annoying a bit, but it doesn't really fit in his hand too well. But I guess, I mean, I don't know if you'd be posing it with the grapnel gun itself, maybe on one hand, but I don't know. Anyways, that's what the accessories are like with the actual figure itself. Okay, and now for scale, if I can find him, here is my Mattel Batman figure from the Dark Knight Rises. Let me just fix this. Here it is standing next to McFarlane's Arkham Asylum Batman. Obviously the figures are in different scales and 10 years apart, but you see how much 2 inches can be? Forget I just said that. Anyways, moving forward, I would give this figure an 8. An 8 out of 10. The cape limits the opportunities for certain poses, but I'd most likely just have him brooding on my shelf. Another highlight is the 22 points of articulation. I remember watching an interview with Todd McFarlane and how he used to hate adding lots of articulation because he thought it would remove details, since you'd be able to see all the different joints and sockets and all that stuff and whatnot. But as the action figure industry has evolved from being play toys to being literal works of art, they have managed to mix both articulation and detail flawlessly, with NECA being at the forefront. Yes, I am a NECA fanboy, even though some people don't really appreciate the quality control. Some people have like broken joints off, but anyways, we're not talking about NECA, we're talking about this. So thank you for watching. This has been my look at the McFarlane's DC Universe Batman Arkham Asylum action figure. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. It wouldn't hurt to like and subscribe for more chill action figure reviews. I wasn't really chill, but that's what my script says. Until next time, this has been the 1, 2, 3 review. Peace out, dogs. See ya. Okay, and before you guys go, I just want to say I did loosen the double jointed knees, so now I can finally see what it actually looks like, and it looks absolutely ridiculous. It looks like when people fall down in Family Guy. So yeah, that's what that does.